Hello, fellow oil painters. We're here today after a long break of not really painting or showing you any work. And if you also didn't paint and left your brushes hard as stone, we're gonna try to wash them together. Well, it's just gonna be on the sink. There's nothing really fancy. It's more like on a budget. Like, I don't know how fancy you can get with this stuff, but we have something important. I don't know where it is. Oh, here we go. I'm ready. We have our jars, glass jar, brushes, and I have two types of Trementina. What the hell is that in English? My mind went blank. Now I just have Trementina in my head. Okay, anyway, paint thinner. I'll put it on the screen when I come up with the name. For the life of me, cannot think of it right now. If you let this in plastic too long, it's kind of gonna eat it up. Like, this was not so hollow when I got it. And it's been a while. It's been months since I've had this, and I have about this much left. So I want to fully use this. Maybe I'll use this one. This is a more universal type, so it's supposed to be stronger. Like, when I got it from the delivery and I unboxed it from its plastic that it was wrapped, that was enveloped with, it smelled so much. I mean, I love the smell, but it smelled so much. And I have a cat, and I cannot allow the cat to smell this stuff. Well, now I toned down because it's been a while. It's been a while, and it's about halfway through, so it's not being... We're in the sink now, and I forgot a few things to tell you. We need this, I don't know what to call it, and the brush cleaner. I'm going to first dip all of the brushes and let them absorb the... I sincerely cannot... Oh, now I know why I didn't want to use this one. Because it comes out really slow. Okay, well... It reeks so much. Don't get me wrong, I love it. And if you don't, that's better. Because otherwise your brain cells die. Your lungs and your heart as well. There's a lot that goes on with this thing that is not healthy for you. But when you're someone like me, you might say, well, fuck it. And you really should not say fuck it. There's like so many things in the back that says danger. There's no brain cell damage. What there is a lot of respiratory, flammable, danger, hazardous, and something else, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. Don't drink it. I know a lot of you accidentally might have. Always have different types of jugs to visually make it different. But anyway, there we go. I'm going to let them sit there for minimum 15 minutes. I'll check them in 15 minutes and see if they need any more time. And afterwards, I'll do the process with the brush cleaner. My counter just broke. My lord. Okay, well, now I know what I'm gonna be spending the next 15 minutes doing. I'm gonna be joking. Usable now? Oh, no, that's not. That's correct. That is heavy. They're not ready. I am in PJs. That's how well I thought the video was gonna go. C'est la vie. Now it's gonna be a video about cleaning your kitchens when you are a painter. You disinfect the shit out of it. How? Bleach is number one that comes to mind at this point, since I have turpentine. Genius. I got so ecstatic about that, I forgot what I was talking about. Cleaning video. Bleach. Bleach, maybe something else. I pretty much only wash my brushes there and clean up the rabbit skin glue if I ever use it, which I do. And I might do a video about that one day if you guys are interested. So, good news is, after all this long period of time of not posting, and I've been really working on a series about eyes, and it's diving deep. I love eyes. And if you guys love eyes, and you have this interest or curiosity between painting and biology or anatomy, I think you're really gonna enjoy it. So just stay tuned for that, it's coming soon. Drop me in the comments down below if you've tried an art challenge and what that art challenge was. I would love to give it a try. And this is pretty much why I started this YouTube channel, other than trying to have a better schedule and time management about painting and content and all that, was to open myself up to different art things and painting things, such as art challenges. I'm sorry, I am dreading whatever the hell just happened right now. I'm trying so hard. So dumb. But look at that, it looks so clean, and I didn't even put my full weight on it. And it just... You might not care, but I'm just venting while my cat has skin fungal infection. Listen, if this pains you the way I'm doing this, go watch something else, because this is how I take care of my brushes. I'm gonna tell you now why. So this cat, the fungal infection cat, he's so cute. He would sleep on me, like on my face and my neck and like by my head. I would wake up without being able to breathe because he was like cutting my circulation. So my respiratory ways. So I need to open this up. Right, so we're trying to figure out this whole medication thing. Went to the vet, got prescribed a bajillion things for a bajillion things that he has. And I only visit him 3 times a day so that I don't continue spreading what he already passed on to me. Very tiny. And I have the other cat, so every time I go in the room, I change clothes, go back out, I change again, and it's a whole thing. Syrup. He gave us this syrup instead of a pill because they took out his entire teeth system. And we are having the hardest time figuring out what dosage to give him. But it seems we're figuring it out. My mom is much better at math than I am, so your art girl can't do math. Surprise. Don't drain this down here. You save it up. I know there's some going in there, but you can wash it down with a cloth, which is what I'm gonna, well, I have this one here, which is what I'm gonna do. And I guess the next thing you do is throw it out, which I guess I could have done that with the kitchen roll paper thing. Anyway, I am so sincerely exhausted. I hope you guys can maybe see that somehow. I don't know how. I guess I'll just keep this for a turpentine. Exhausted with this whole cat scenario and chaos. So I can only really do proper work and family and all that 4 hours max a day. And at night I do a little bit, but it's all dead mind work. And by work I mean editing at that point. I've been editing like crazy, and I am having a very hard time with the program because, again, your girl cannot do math, she cannot do programs, she sucks at anything that is anything other than art, and I'm no master at art, so I hope one of you can relate. I'm losing my mind talking to the camera. Oh, and I forgot that I left chocolate up here. I didn't like these too much. Right, so I'm gonna take a little break. Yeah, so I'm gonna go play with the cats. Well, cat. And the one downstairs, I'm only gonna go see him when I have to give him the medication. I can't really play with him. There's spores everywhere. I gotta keep vacuuming the place. Gotta keep bleaching the place. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you in a flash. Okie dokie, so they seem to be roughly good enough to go now. So just gonna remove the excess on the paper towel. Not paper towel. Oh, paper towel. That's what it was called. So another possibility that you can do is dip them in oil. Not when they're this hard, but if you don't want to use turpentine and you're just finished working, you can just clean them up with oil as well. Linseed oil, walnut oil, poppy seed oil, potentially any sort of drying oil that just adheres to the oil paint. I'm not too sure about olive oil and all of these like cooking oils, but maybe I'll do a deep dive on that one day. I've also seen other people just leave their brushes in the soap for brushes. So maybe that is an option for you as well if you prefer that method. But again, I work with what I have. If the brush is fucked, then I'll just use it as it is. There's always a use for a type of brush. I usually dip the brushes and use my hand. It does say be careful with your hands at the top here. I am not utterly worried, but it could be a long-term thing, so I'll find out. But as of now, this is what I do. So in this instance, the comb would be great, or a needle or something to get through and brush it out and brush all the little gunk out. But I can't find it for the life of... So we're done washing, well, I'm done washing my brushes. I'm gonna lay them flat here until they dry. Not my usual content for sure, but I have fun. I had a disaster happen. So anyway, I gotta go feed the cats. I'll see you in the next one. Happy painting.